Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer and video editor. Welcome back to Work Watching, where you watch me work on audio and video editing projects. Today, I'm going to edit another After Effects tutorial. We're going to be talking about alpha matte versus set matte in After Effects, how to use them and what the difference is. That's the video that we're going to edit today. I'm editing in Premiere Pro, and if you have any questions about Premiere Pro, about After Effects, about motion design in general, video editing in general, do drop your questions either in the chat or in the comments, depending on if you're watching this live or as a replay. If you've missed any past live streams, you can watch them all on my YouTube channel as replays, and I post a new video tutorial every week, so make sure to check back and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos that I'm posting. Today was a little bit of a tumultuous start. The internet is not cooperating very well, so if you're experiencing lag or the synchronized audio with video, that might be the case. If that's happening, do let me know in the chat and I'll try and fix it if I can. And other than that, let's jump in. We've got After Effects, Premiere Pro at the ready. And I'll put on, and I just realized, didn't have my handy dandy lower third on when I was showing you my face. So this is who I am, and this is what I do, now you know. And now we can jump in, and actually I am going to turn that off while we're here, but I'll turn on my CTA. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon. I also have a Ko-fi and a Buy Me a Coffee, so you can support me monetarily, really, if you like. Okay, so I've been editing today, so this is one of the this is one of the, reverse keyframes is what we edited before. Here, tips for beginners, that's what I was editing earlier today. Now we're going to talk about alpha matte. Actually, I could go hierarchy first. I don't remember. I think this is this like layer hierarchy, or I think it was about either layer or composition hierarchy, but I feel like editing the alpha matte tutorial. So I've got a sequence in Premiere Pro. Sequences is what you call a composition in After Effects. So composition in After Effects, sequence in Premiere Pro. And what's a project shortcut? I don't know what that is. I do very basic things in Premiere Pro, so some of these things that you can do here, I don't do. I don't use those. Sometimes I am a little bit clueless as to what is going on, but we don't have an edit yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one from reverse keyframes, and I'm going to take the naming from alpha matte, because I want them all to be named the same so that I know what they are. And this is now the alpha matte tutorial. And I'm going to delete everything that's in here. What I'm gonna put in here is the stream from the 27th of July, and it should be in assets and streams. 27th of July, so it's this one. And at some point, I'm making a great point about alpha mattes, and I think it's around this mark. using. I hope that explains it. Or do you mean perhaps the track mat here? Is this what you mean? Right, okay, yes, I'm assuming this is what you mean. Okay, so the difference between using the set mat effect and using the alpha mat on the track mat on each layer is that the set mat effect, this guy I'll zoom in for a second, this set mat effect can be applied to multiple layers using one mask. So right now I have all of my blue layers of all of these dudes and all of the lines, but I'm only using one. So I explained this twice because the first time around I'm like, oh, let me explain this a little bit better. So I don't know from which point I should be taking it, but I think I'll just... Do you mean perhaps the track mat here? Is this what you mean? Right, okay, yes, I'm assuming this is what you mean. Okay, so the difference between using the set mat effect. So... Or do you mean perhaps the track mat here? Is this what you mean? Right, okay, yeah, so I'm assuming this is what you mean. Okay, so the difference between using the set mat effect and using the alpha mat on the track mat on each layer is that the set mat effect, this guy, I'll zoom in for a second, this set mat effect can be applied to multiple layers using one mask. So right now I have all of my blue layers of all of these dudes and all of the lines, but I'm only using one mask layer to mask all of them out. The way I need to do it if I wanted to use the track mat, so let me recreate another zoom here, so I don't have to keep changing the view on this. Okay, I'm gonna use another zoom so I can zoom out here, okay. So now I can zoom left, zoom right, whee! So the way the track mat alpha channel works, or alpha inverted, or yeah, I don't actually use them as opposed to alpha mat, alpha works in such a way that you have to have that layer that you want the mask to be above the layer where you're applying the mask to. And then you have this little symbol, unfortunately you can see that little symbol here, then you have this little symbol here. Let me zoom out. Now after all I have to zoom around here. So that would mean that every layer I want to have the alpha track mat on would need its own mask layer. So let me explain this a little bit more precisely so that I can also potentially use this to make it so okay, I think I start again at this point, so let's just take this point. And yeah, it was, just now I was kind of like searching for words to explain that correctly. I think you got the point, but I'll just try and reiterate it for it to be a little bit more succinct. So, if you want to mask out to be a little bit more succinct. So, if you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set mat effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set mat, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take mat from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the mat essentially for that layer. You can also then copy this with Control-C, Control-V, highlight multiple layers, and apply that. Yeah, the work watching tends to be a little bit of Sonja-ception, since you see me edit myself. Sometimes when I'm editing footage that I've recorded about Premiere Pro, you see me edit me. That's triple inception. Thanks for noticing that one. Okay, let's keep going. I think this is pretty good. Mat to all of those layers, and they will all use the same mask to be masked out. Right now, this is my mask for the scene, and all of these blue layers and all of these purple layers here, they are all using this mask layer as a mat. There is a second method that you can use instead of using the matte effect, because sometimes you can have trouble with the matte effect. You always have to have continuously rasterize turned on. That can either be too heavy for your machine, or it can cause problems with certain types of layers. So sometimes it's just not possible to use the set matte effect, or maybe you just don't want to use the effect. You can use the track matte here. And that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so let's turn this off for a second. Now you can see that this little guy is outside of my matte. If I choose alpha matte here, so you were not able to see that, so this guy was previously outside of the matte. And then when I choose alpha matte, now he's inside of the matte, and you have this little square with the dot symbol. The one that is transparent symbolizes which one is being masked out. The one with the full dot symbolizes which one your matte is, or your mask is. When you turn the layer of the mask on, you can see the mask. When the eye icon is off, it's being the mask. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So for a scene like this, with a lot of these layers here, a lot of little dudes that I want to mask out, the set matte effect is more efficient because it's only using one layer as a matte, and I can apply it to multiple different layers and compositions. However, sometimes, especially if you want to animate the mask for it to do something specific for that one layer, then you might want to use the track matte effect with the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect, because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with this, the track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You know, you can animate the mask separately, it's because it's its own layer. So it has pros and cons. Yeah, I think that was... Okay, that's the whole thing. I think that's pretty well explained, concise enough to be my regular length of 3 to 5 minutes for a tutorial. And now I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna make a few cuts because there's a few times where I'm like switching the screen because I'm like clicking on stuff in OBS, and you can kind of see me pause and click. I'll like clean out those few breaks, and sometimes I like say something wrong and I correct myself mid-sentence, so I'll try and clean those out as well. So let's make this one larger. We don't need this one that large. And let's go in. I think you can see everything well enough. Yes, okay. Let's zoom in here a little bit. So, if you want to mask, I'll cut this beginning bit out just because I don't like that lip smacking, and I don't want to edit it out of the audio. So if you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte and set matte. I could go a little bit more like how should I say, a little bit more sophisticated and like cut out my face and then cut out the screen and make like more complicated cuts so that my lips are always synced with or my face is always synced with the audio, but the screen capture is doing its own thing. I sometimes do that for online classes, but I don't think that's necessary. I can just cut out this tiny pause here, even though you see the jump. The jump shouldn't be too big anyway. When you look at my face right here, I know that's very small, but I can just go a little bit further back, make this big, and now you can have a look at how you can search for set matte, and yeah, see there was like barely any jump cut in my face. You just saw the cut to the close-up in the screen capture, and I think that's fine. Usually I record in mono, yes. Right now I'm recording the audio through OBS, so I'm actually not sure how OBS does it, because this footage that I'm editing right now is essentially the footage you're watching right now. So it's taken from the stream, it's the recording through OBS with everything that OBS does to it. So I'm not entirely sure. And I'm just having a look now as to what the setup is in OBS. But I'm pretty sure I set it up to be mono, unless it's a choice I can't make, and then it's whatever the standard OBS setup is. So you can see a little bit of my screen here. I might as well bring this out. So the audio is here, and I cannot see anything here. Output, audio. So far I don't have any options for that. So I don't have a choice in if it's recording audio or stereo. Recording. Yeah, I don't seem to have any options for that, so I'm pretty sure it must be recording stereo, because that's my mic is stereo. I can test that. I can go, this is left, this is right. I don't know if you hear a difference, but yeah. There's a checkbox in the audio, OBS audio preferences. Okay. Oh yeah, it is. I didn't see it for a second. I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in while I'm in the settings. Okay, never mind. It's here. It's at the top. So it is stereo. I might want to change that actually, because I only ever want my sound, my speech to be mono, really. There's no need for it to be stereo, so I might switch that, but if I ever change my mind and I forget that I switched that, maybe I don't want that. I don't know. You can let me know if there are any pros to recording in mono versus stereo, apart from the fact that, you know, I don't need stereo, at least not for tutorials and online classes that I do. But maybe for something I do. I don't know. I don't know. I like to keep my options open, so I do usually record. Well, I'm recording the stream in stereo, but when I'm recording for my online classes directly in Audition, I record mono because I know that I don't want the left-right divide, so I just duplicate the one side. So, okay, so we were at the cut, set I think, matte, and you can double-click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that layer. You can also then copy this with Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, highlight multiple layers, and apply that matte to... And here I jumped to the other screen. And I might as well make a cut because you can see the CTA. And but then I'm gonna jump it animating in, and then it's just gonna be a really weird jump cut where you see like half the animation. So maybe I'll just leave it like that. Undo. Layers and apply that matte to all of those layers, and they will all use the same mask to be masked out. Right now, this is my mask for the scene, and all of these... I'll just play that back a little bit faster. They are all using this mask layer as a matte. There's a second method that you can use instead of using the... okay, there. I made a mistake, and I corrected myself, so I might as well. There is a second... So... The matte. So I can make a cut, oops, right here. And I'm using Ctrl-K to make those cuts instead of using the cutting tool, which is another method of... if you hit C, you can have the knife, the cutting knife, I guess, and you can cut your footage this way in a visual manner. But I try to always... I prefer using the Ctrl-K shortcut. So, right there. So let's see that cut. That jump cut will be a little bit more obvious as a matte. There is a second method, but I don't mind so much. I mean, YouTube is full of jump cuts, so I don't really think it's an issue, so I think I'm just gonna roll with it anyway. That you can use instead of using the matte effect, because sometimes you can have trouble with the matte effect. You always have to have... I made a mistake again. I don't know if I have to cut out all the mistakes because, like, you have to weigh out if you want a lot of jump cuts or perfect speech. So sometimes it's better to go with a mistake than have more jump cuts. But let's have a look at that one. Using the matte effect because sometimes you can have trouble with the matte effect. You always have to have... You can have trouble with the because sometimes have trouble with matte. So that would be that whole bit. The matte effect because sometimes the matte effect you always have to have... Oh no. Okay, that doesn't make sense. The matte effect because sometimes you can have trouble with the matte effect. It's with that you can use instead of using the matte effect because sometimes... So let's have a look at that cut. Sometimes with the matte effect you always have to have... Sometimes the matte effect because sometimes I would have liked to cut out the sometimes because then I say with the matte effect you always have to... Always. First I say sometimes, then I say always, but it's right in the speech. I could cut this out, but I think that would make it sound really unnatural. Let's have a look. That you can use instead of using the matte effect, because with the matte effect you always have to have continuously raster. I could add an effect to smooth it out, and I usually use one of these like crossfade effects on the audio and make it really, really small just to smooth out this like sharp cut. Sometimes that works, sometimes I just have to accept that I don't make a super precise cut effect, because with the matte effect, okay, that doesn't work at all. So let's undo that cut and let's listen to the whole thing. There is a second method that you can use instead of using the matte effect, because sometimes with the matte effect you always have to have continuously rasterized turned on. That can either be too heavy for your machine, or it can cause problems with certain types of layers. So sometimes it's just not possible to use the set matte effect, or maybe you just don't want to use the effect. You can use the track matte here. And that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so let's turn this off for a second. Now you can see that this little guy is outside of my matte. Yeah, and now now we can see, you can't actually see. I'll jump directly to the where you can see it for a second. That you want to create the matte. Okay. And let's jump directly to my matte. Sorry, not able to see that. So this guy was previously not able to see that. So this is the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte. So this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then when I previously outside of the matte, and I can cut this little pause out outside of the matte, and then when I so let's have a look at both of those cuts that you want to create the matte. So this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then when I choose alpha matte, now matte, can cut this here again. Now he's inside of the matte, and you have this little square with the dot symbol. The one that is transparent symbolizes which one is being masked out. The one with the full dot symbolizes which one your matte is, or your mask is. When you turn the layer of the mask on, you can see the mask. When the eye icon is off, it's being the mask. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So for a scene like this, with a lot of these layers here, a lot of little dudes that I want to mask out, the set matte effect is more efficient because it's only using one layer as a matte, and I can apply it to multiple different layers and compositions. However, sometimes, especially if you want to animate the mask for it to do something specific for that one layer, then you might want to use the track matte effect with the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect. I think I'm going to remove the word matte effect, because one is the track matte and the other one is the effect matte instead of the set. Then you might want to use the track matte. So here I say effect, but it's not an effect. And let's have a look at that cut, if that's matte okay. Effect with the alpha matte. Damn it! I say effect afterwards? Was that a... What did I cut out there? Oh, effect, yeah. Effect with the alpha matte. Okay, so it's more. With okay, I think the cut isn't too noticeable. The track matte with the alpha matte. Oh. That cut was too close. Or rather, not precise enough. So let's make the no, it need it to be more instead of less. Matte with the alpha matte in. And maybe I'll do a fade here just because the cut is really noticeable on the audio. Matte with the alpha. Yeah, that's better. Matte with the alpha. And yes, you can see the jump cut, but I think it matters. With the alpha matte instead of... Sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. I don't think it matters. With the alpha matte instead to use the track matte with the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect, because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with this the track matte animated, and with this the animated, and with animated, and with the track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You know, you can animate the mask separately. It's because it's its own layer, so it has pros and cons. Yep, and I think that's where we'll leave it. That's just enough overlap to have the end card right there. So yay, and that's about 3 minutes 30 seconds. That's going to be really tough to make a short out of, because a short has to be 1 minute, but that's okay. We'll try and make it. So let's go into my cuts. And we've got the alpha matte tutorial. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to make a short out of that. And also I need to actually go into tutorial and replace the video I already have in here. Oh, using the wrong sequence. And I can hold Alt just like in After Effects and drag over the footage that I'd want to replace, and it just replaces it with the one I'm dragging. And I can get rid of these subtitles because I will need new ones. And I don't know if I put the marker. Nope, I did not put the marker in the right place. And actually I can separate, unlink this just so I can cut the audio right after I stop speaking, and then I can link it again. And I want my red marker, it's right in the beginning there. I want my red marker here. This indicates to me where the audio stops and where the transition for the end card can start. So that means when I'm in my main comp or my main sequence for the tutorial, I can drag this out until I'm... This blue marker used to mean thumbnail, but I'm making thumbnails differently now, so I can just get rid of that. I think I have to actually... I have to highlight it here, and then we can go back in here, and this is the end of that sequence, and I can drag my end screen right here, and it needs to, this footage needs to at least go until there, which it does. So that's perfect, which means the end of the video will be somewhere around here, but I need an introduction. So this is something we'll be recording today live on stream as well. So I'll get rid of that for now. And something else I need is, let's save this for now. What is it that I need? I don't know. There's a few of these where I can create some... Yeah, I think I've got some more updated sequences in the last version, so I'm going to duplicate these. Apart from this one, I'm going to duplicate. Oh no, I keep forgetting that duplicate is not Control D in Premiere Pro. It creates a cross dissolve. Who needs a shortcut for a cross dissolve? You need a shortcut for duplicate. I know. I can change the shortcut if I want to. But, yeah. I haven't done that. So, get off my back. Okay, now I'm gonna replace all of the names since I already have them. Wait, story, copy, paste, delete, thumbnail, delete, and what else? Stream, thumb, I'm not going to replace. This one's fine, I don't need this. What I do need, however, is this guy, the tutorial thumb. And let's organize that. And now I can go in and I can... Oh. I didn't do the cool new thing where I cut out this view of myself. I thought that was like the cool new thing that I did. Let's see in this one if I did it here. This is huge. Why is it so huge? I didn't. Okay, never mind. It's fine. We can just go with this the way it is. And I can get rid of the subtitles. I need to create new ones. And alright, before I can put it in all of these, I need to actually create the short. So I need to alpha mat short. Wow, did I really make so many cuts? Really? Create the mat. So this guy was previously outside of the mat. And then when I choose alpha mat, now yeah, okay, you really can't see most of those cuts, so yay. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And now I need to make this 1 minute long. Let's see what I can take out of here. If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. Okay, I can take this out, this example, to multiple layers. I have it on... Yep, this I'm definitely cutting out because there's more important stuff I want to say. I have it on layer now. It's presets for set matte. Okay, now it's right here. You can go to effects and now it's right here. You can go to it's right here. Multiple layers. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte and you can double click that with the layer highlighted and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte essentially for that layer. You can also then copy this matte essentially for that layer. Okay, now I want to, I'm already at 40 seconds. Now I need to get into the second method. Using that I think I'm talking about it here. Right now, this is my mask for the scene, and all of these blue layers and all of these purple layers here, they are all using this mask layer as a matte. There is a second method. Okay, so there's a second method. super rushed. Matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that layer. There is a second method that you can use instead of using the matte effect, because sometimes with the matte okay, I don't want to... method that you can use instead of using the matte, because sometimes okay, let's cut this. With the matte effect, you always have to have continuously rasterize turned on. That can either be too heavy for your machine, or it can cause problems with certain types of layers. So sometimes it's just not possible to use the set matte effect, or maybe you just don't want to use the effect. You can use the track effect. Okay, this one. you can use the track mat here and add here. Every second is valuable time. So with the short version of the tutorial, I'm not as concerned about the amount of cuts that I'm making, because I want to cram as much information as I can in 1 minute. So I'm cutting out any bit of silence, even this here in the beginning. It's only 10 frames, but that's 10 frames more that I can use at the end. So gone. If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte. Then there's like a tiny pause. Let's cut it out. And then go to take matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that. To be the mask. And I'm speaking here. The mask. Oh, I can actually cut out the as well. To be the... Okay. To be the matte, essentially, for that layer. Matte. Okay. I'm making a huge amount of cuts. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if it's too much. To be the matte for that layer. There is a second method. You can use the track matte here, and that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, that the mask layer or the layer that you want to create or the layer that you want to create the matte. So this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then when I choose alpha matte, now he's inside the matte, and you have this little square with the dot symbol. The one that is transparent symbolizes which one is being masked out, the one with the full dot symbolizes which one your matte is or your mask is. When you turn the layer of the mask on, you can see the mask when the I'm losing track of what I wanted to include layer, or the layer that you want to create. And that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then when I choose alpha matte, now he's inside of the matte, and you have this little square with the dot symbol. The one that is transparent symbolizes which one is being masked out, the one with the full dot symbolizes which one your matte is, or your mask is. When you turn the layer of the mask on, you can see the mask. When the eye icon is off, it's being the mask. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that the... Okay, I can definitely take out this whole thing, but here, and that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so this guy was previously outside. Use the track matte here, and that means that the mask layer, or the... To use this method, however, use the track matte here, and that layer to use the track matte here. So this is a little annoying. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to overlap these so I don't have the transition. Oh, I need to unlink these two as well. So I'm just going to overlap these visuals. And I'm gonna link them again. I think it's Control L to link and unlink. Yes. The track matte here, to use here, to use that here, to use this here. Let's see, I'm making a really weird face in that moment. Matte here. To use this method, however, you have to have... Kind of looks like I'm saying here, but here. Let's see how far... Control L, how far I need to cut this to hide the transition. Here, 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 to use here. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So for a scene like this, with a lot of these layers here, a lot of little mask out. So for and now just the conclusion, I think. The track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You know, you can animate the mask separately. It's because it's its own layer. So it has pros and cons. Matte with the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect, because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with the track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You know, you can animate. I'm just gonna cut out this whole thing and see how much I can fit. The track matte method, that's something you would want to do separately. No, I think I'm just gonna try and get this in here, and it's exactly 1 second. Well, a little bit less. That you want to mask out. Animate the mask separately, it's because it's its own layer. So it has pros and cons. Layers. So I actually only need this bit, which means I have a little bit more space here to include a little bit more. So let's see what else I can include. So for a scene like this, with a lot of these layers here, a lot of little dudes that I want to mask out, the set matte effect is more efficient because it's only using one layer as a matte, and I can apply it to multiple different layers and compositions. I mean, I obviously can't include this whole thing. However, sometimes, especially if you want to animate the mask for it to do something specific for that layer, then you might want to use the track matte with the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect, because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with the track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You can animate the mask separately, it's because it's its own layer. So it has pros and cons. Cons. Okay, instead of trying to keep some information, I might just remove some of the cuts. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So for a scene like this, yeah, I'm just gonna... This is the end, and I'll just maybe remove some of these cuts here because there's quite a few of them, and I don't think it's necessary. So maybe I'll just... unlink this. Just see what I cut out here. And to use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer. And that means that the mask layer, or the... actually, no, this is not... I'll keep this cut, but maybe I'll remove one of these. Let's see. Want to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that layer. You can also then... The matte for that layer. There is a second method. Okay. Matte, essentially, for that layer. You can also... Okay, where are we at? Still a little bit of space. There is a second ever layer you want to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that layer. There is a second method. You can use the track matte here. Okay, let's see if I can remove one of these other cuts. Two multiple layers. It's right here. You can go to... Yeah, I think... I don't know... what I cut out here.
Multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets.
It's right here. You can
go to effects and presets.
You can search for set matte and the presets. You can search for set matte. Yeah, I think I can just keep this whole thing, remove this, and have one less cut. And we're still at 1 minute, 59 seconds and 20 frames. So I could see for set matte, and you can
double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from.
You can then go to. I keep missing it. The layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from. Okay, this is fine. I think this is excellent. Let's cut this to size. Oh, no. I'd like this to be there, and we don't need this one. Save. And now we can prep all of these. So we've got a post setup where we, oh no, not reverse keyframes, alpha matte, this one, where I'm going to now replace this short, and it ends exactly here. Out, save. Then we have, you know what, before we continue, I'm just going to close some of these because I don't need them. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, let's close as many of these as possible. You know what? I'm just going to close all of them. And hopefully Premiere Pro won't crash, because it does have a tendency to do that. Now, oh, okay, I've closed everything. Now let's open this one and then this one. So now I have the face and the screen versions. So I think, you know what, I'm just gonna open this as a new bin so I don't have to keep scrolling up and down. Okay, so so let's see. If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect, and I think oh, okay, it's not this one. It's this one. That needs to be at 0, I think. That
you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from layer.
Okay, we just need to. From this, I'm going to add a keyframe for motion, and that means I'm going to right click, go show clips, show clip keyframes. I know you can't see that right now. Then motion, then position, and then I can add some keyframes here. 2, 3, 4. Another keyframe, and at this keyframe, I'm going to move this across so we can see that. And then I'm going to bring these down first of all. Oh, no. Come on. And then I'm going to elongate the curve so it's nice and smooth. Something like this should be fine. take matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the from layer. And let me just check how well my face is cut off. That could be a little bit more precise. I think I have a mask here that could just be a little... Oh, okay. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. This mask could be a little lower. So let's see. Nope, still could be slightly lower. And now it's got a good cut. Let's go back to the full view. Layer and choose whichever layer you want
to be the mask, the matte, essentially, for that layer. There is a second method. You can use...
So at this point... Oh, no. God, it's raining again outside. It's unbelievable. We've had absolutely no summer, well, maybe 1 week of summer here in Munich, and it's been raining ever since. And now I actually have to wear long sleeves and long trousers and jackets. It's like autumn. Welcome, global warming. Okay. Then we are talking about the track matte, which is here. So I can just do like a jump cut because I'm jumping from the two views anyway. So we might as well not have a layer. Linear, and they can just be hold frames. Yes, there is a second method. You can use the track matte here. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So it has pros and cons. Okay. That is it for this part of it, for this short. And we can go to the next one, which is the story, and I don't need to do quite as much moving around because we have more or less a 16:9 view of it. This is something I generally post to my Instagram stories. So now I want to replace this one with the short. And we've got it here. Out. So now let's see how much I need to be zoomed in. I'm actually a fair bit zoomed out. I can change this to 76. I think I can be a little bit more zoomed in. I think I only need about this much. Let's get a bigger view of this. I think that's all I need to see, really. Although the matte is quite high up, I think it's still okay.
If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte.
Maybe I'll put this down to like 68, just so we see a little bit more of this at the corner, in the corner.
Two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte essentially for that layer. There's a second method. You can use the track matte here to use this.
Okay, the track matte is slightly out of view, so I'm going to scale this down just a little bit, and that way we'll also see the top a little bit better, I think.
And you can double click and then apply that to the layer. Then go to take method layer and any other this method and you add here to use this method you have to have a mask per layer that you want to use that to mask. So
okay. It has pros and cons. Save. Got it. Next, we've got the 16 by 9 thumbnail, which has, I'll just zoom out of that. I hope the desktop audio is working. Oh, there's no audio. Why? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I must have deleted the audio for this or something, I don't know. Okay, so let's bring in the... Actually, you know what? I might just bring this like a new thing. Let's just bring this in like that. That way it has audio, even though I won't need the audio, but it doesn't matter. So, if you want to... Okay, you should be able to hear everything. Okay, so I think I want to use this part here. Oh, wait. I actually want to change the anchor point to be at 1080. No, it's 0 and 1080. Which means this is obviously at a like, super random spot. Usually it's 76. I hate that there is no keyboard shortcut to zoom into the preview window. So annoying. Okay, then we can move this down. But I want to actually mask out my face. I can't quite do that without having this top here. You know what? I'll scale this slightly past 0. Just so I can push it down a little bit more. So that way we see, let's zoom in here so we see that a little bit better. Just squash this down a little bit. So we've got the set mat and the mask. And that's really what I want to see. So this is what we have here. And that's a good thumbnail, I think. So let's put the in and out point here so I can export that as a thumbnail, as an image. This is the stream thumb. We don't need to do anything to that one. Wow, it's really coming down outside. Crazy. Okay, we need to record the intro, yes. And then this would be the the thumbnail for this edit. So there are a few more things that we still need to do. So before I record the intro, I'll do a few more things. First, I'll go into the short and I will create a transcript. Oops, sorry. I will create a transcript of this. You can go to text and transcribe sequence. I want to use the in and out point only. Although there is no more audio outside of the in and out point, I still only want to use that section. And the way this works, I don't know if this is commercially available on Premiere Pro yet, but I signed up to the beta testing of this transcribe functionality on Premiere Pro, so I'm able to do it. So if you can't find this on your Premiere Pro, it's because it's not commercially available yet. Wow, this is getting like faster and faster, and it sometimes doesn't quite understand you correctly. I obviously didn't mean to say Allah, so sometimes you need to go in and correct some of these things. If you want to mask out a layer, a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use doing that, and that's a full stop. Sometimes from the way I speak, it can't quite understand where I'm putting full stops and where it's a run-on sentence. So, and also I tend to interrupt myself and correct myself mid-sentence, so that doesn't help, but you know, it is what it is. Whoops, nope. Okay, doing that. You can use the set mat, and mat is M-A-T-T-E, mat effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set mat. Not Matt the person. Not mate either. Set mat, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it sometimes it puts a full stop where it doesn't make sense, like just before an and. Surely I don't start a new sentence with an and. Sometimes I do that, but yeah. And it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take mat from. Surely, you know, this is developed by people at Adobe. If I'm talking about set mat and keyframes, those are all terms that Adobe should know. I don't understand why they didn't kind of program that into the AI to recognize those terms instead of using the name mat or separating key and frames. I mean, that should be part of the algorithm, not the algorithm, but part of the code already. Mat from layer, and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the mat, essentially, for that layer. There is a second method. You can use the track mat. Again, mat here to use. Okay, this is a new sentence. To use. Why would you think that's the end of the sentence? To use this method, however, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. So it has pros and cons. Okay, cool. So that's that. I can immediately save that as a text file. What I didn't do is grab the name of this project, because I will be naming the text layer after that project, and I think I don't have a folder for that yet. Whoops, I went all the way out. So let's create a folder for that, and I can put that in here. And this is the short text. And then I will create captions from this, and I have a preset. For some reason, this UI window broke. I can't like change like I can choose the style and it will use the style that I've chosen, but it won't show that I chose the style. It's like super weird, but okay. And now it's created those subtitles. I don't want them on the video though. But before I turn them off, I will export the, oh no, now I've copied something and I don't have the name of the project anymore. Let me copy that so I don't have to write it out. And this is the short subs. And these are subtitles that I can later on, that file that I just saved, I can later on use that, upload that on YouTube, and use it as captions, closed captions there. So it's super useful, this. But I'm going to turn off the subtitles here. I have copied the layers though, and I'm going to go to all of these sequences that need the subtitles, like the Instagram post. And I always go 2 frames in so I can have 1 frame without text, so I can use it as the cover. That's what it's called, yes. And then I usually check if it appears correctly. If you want to yeah, so that obviously does not appear correctly, and what I can do is I can go in here, and usually I can separate, yeah, there wasn't enough space. I can split caption, and it will split that into 2. It will split it in the half of that, and I can just remove what I don't want here to make this slightly shorter. Okay, we want to mask out a layer. There are 2 ways of doing that. And sometimes when I'm making changes to the captions, it takes Premiere Pro a little while to kind of get used to that change, so I can't immediately continue editing. This is another issue with captions that I found. It's a little bit annoying that that is happening, but yeah, it just takes a few moments for it to kind of fix itself before I can see everything again. It's a little annoying. I can pre-render this. I could pre-render this and maybe kind of get a faster preview. I'll show you myself. Oh, it's this here. Okay. I'll show you myself while we wait for that pre-render. It's a quiet chat today. I appreciate Juan coming into the chat and interacting a little bit, but we really don't have a lot of people online today. That's a shame. I was really hoping that the Thursday would be more active than the Friday, but it appears not. And it appears as if, yeah. I don't know if it's the day or if it's maybe the time. Maybe I should stream on at a different time on a Thursday, because the Tuesday stream usually works really, really well. I have a lot of people coming on during that stream. But I'm just checking now if there's like a better day for the Thursday stream. I forgot where I have to check that on YouTube. I don't remember where I have to go for that. I thought it would be under audience overview. I don't know where to check that. Was it reach? No, surely it would be engagement? Huh. That's odd. Let's have a look at that. Render, still pre-rendering. Yay. Why can't I see? I usually have this like little section. Let me see if I full screen it. Something will change. No. Oh. So I used to have that preview because I'm looking at my channel analytics right now, and when your viewers are on YouTube, I used to have the info here, and now it says not enough viewer data to show this report. That's so weird because I used to have enough viewer data for that, and suddenly I don't. That's so strange. Okay, I guess I don't have enough data anymore for that. So I cannot check if another day or another time on a Thursday would be better. I do not have those stats. So that's a shame. But there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll stick with the Thursday just because I think the Friday people, in my opinion, probably just have other things to do. They probably don't care about watching a stream on a Friday. But yeah. Maybe I'll just try a different time on a Thursday, like more during the day, and then I'll do something else in the evening. I don't know. I prefer streaming in the evening because it feels like a nice, like, end of day kind of socializing thing. But yeah, I'm not getting a lot of people joining. And I don't want to stream 2 days in a row either. Because that, I don't know, that just is a little exhausting, that. Yeah, I really wish I could see the when my viewers were online thing. I wonder if I go to advanced mode, it will show me it. I don't know. I guess not. Yeah, no idea. Okay, let's see. It's almost finished. Yay. Almost finished on... I think we can just skip the rest. Yeah, it's just like the end. It's good enough. Come on, let's watch this. If you want to mask out a layer, there are 2 ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect. Oh no, this is too many words as well. I think what I actually need to do is have a character limit, and usually I can create that when I create the transcript, or when I create the captions rather. And I don't know if I can change that like afterwards. Let's see if I can change that in here. No, because this is more like just the look of it. Yeah, I can only change the look of it here. Yeah, it's just the appearance. Alright, then I'm here. Use the set matte effect. You can use the set matte effect that... And now it's lost its pre-render. So this is the downside with the captions. It takes so long for it to like figure out that like the captions are different and multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. Oh, this is so annoying. Come on. Can you not just figure yourself out? Yeah, I can't even snap to... Like, I can't even scroll this. Like, just... Premiere Pro is completely blocked just by me changing the captions. This is really, really annoying. I really wish they'd fix that.
I have it on this employee layer right now.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Finally. Okay.
You can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. That can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can set matte, and you can double click that with a layer. It's like highlighted. And
with the layer highlighted, and it will... what? Ah! Working with the captions can be really, really annoying. That's really something Premiere Pro should fix. I know I'm repeating myself, but so annoying.
it will then apply, and then it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to take matte from family, take matte from
I want to change this. It does make sense to me that it decided to put that there. Want this to be one thing.
go to take matte from layer and matte from layer and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte.
And I think the matte can be part of this. No, I can leave it as is.
Mask, the matte is the matte essentially for that layer. There is a second matte. You can use the track. Use the track matte here to use this method. However, you have to have a mask per layer that you want to mask out. You have to mask per layer out. So it has pros and cons.
Okay, excellent. Now we've got all of that. I'll copy it. I can put it in the story 1, 2, and we'll add that in here. And for the post is that from the beginning? Yep, okay. There is 2 frames there. So now I've got these two. Why is this? This is like not zoomed in, and this is like, this is this zoomed in? Let's have a look, see. So this is at 64%, and this is at, aha, 64%. We can be zoomed in. A little bit zoomed in. Yeah, and the story.
There are 2 ways you can use the set map effect that you can apply to multiple layers.
Oh, okay. The reason I went lower is because this is otherwise cropped out. Okay, then let's go 58 for this one as well. Save. Okay, then let's also make sure that this is... fit. Ah, okay. Maybe I need to move this over a little more. Like this much.
There is a second method to use the track mat. So it's a project that you want to mask out. So that's what
Okay, that's great. We have this one, and then now all that is left to do is the intro. Yes, sir. Oh, and we need to change this. And I would like to... sorry, no. Where am I? I got a little bit confused. For this thumbnail, I would like to use the set mat buffer mat. No, when I'm using the set mat one. That's the one I would like to use. No. So it's the same one as here. I'd like to use this. Oh, but if I use this, then you can see my face in that screen. I don't want that. Okay, this one. And let's use that for the thumbnail. So it's this one. Let's cut that to size and let's reposition it so it's nicely in frame. Like this. And maybe I can bring it up. I can't bring it up a lot. It's like right at the bottom of the screen. That sucks. Okay, let's see about the other one. There are 2 options for this. So this was the other option. The only downside is that you can see my face there, which is not ideal. This is longer. Where's that other keyframe? The other marker here. Alright. Let's put that here. And let's move it. Maybe it could work. Yeah. Maybe if I move myself out of the way. If I can't move myself out of the way, I can only go this low. Okay, what I can do is maybe add a graphic. I'll add a track. And pull this down. Delete track. Delete track. That way I can pull this down even more. I can duplicate this. Oh, no, I didn't duplicate it. Okay. I can duplicate this. And how do I adjust it? Come on. Okay. It can be, actually, I want this to be below the other one. Okay. So this one, this shape, we can make it, I can just hide my face. We can make it that color. Pretend I'm not there. Yay, done. Okay, cool. So that way I've got it in here. I can maybe move this over just a smidgen. Yeah. 540. That way this graphic needs to be, oops, the other graphic needs to be slightly bigger. There we go. Hiding my face successfully. Save that, and the text for this is who's the alpha? Be the alpha? Be the alpha. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'll think about that phrase after I do the intro. Okay, so let's write the text for the intro. So I often get asked, I actually only got asked once, but not as catchy as I often get asked. I often get asked what the different, oops, sorry, a lot of hiccups. What the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is in After Effects. I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is in After Effects. It doesn't have a hook. This doesn't have a hook. Well, it depends on what you need to mask out. Well, it depends. For a more detailed answer, watch this answer, watch this video to find out. Yay! I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha tracked matte is in After Effects. Well, it depends what you need to mask out. For a more detailed answer, watch this video to find out. No, what am I doing? I don't want to print anything. I want to enlarge this. And if you didn't know that, in the Notepad or in any type of text editing app, you can hit Control and plus to enlarge the text, just like in Illustrator. So, now I'm going to go to full screen, take my headphones off, and I'm going to try and say that without mistakes. Let's go back in here. I'll turn off the lower third. I'll see if I'm nicely aligned here. I'll bring the mic a little bit closer and turn it around a little bit more. So it's a little more like this. And I put this back on and make sure I didn't mute myself like I did last time. Sorry, I'm touching the mic a lot. This might make a few loud noises. Very sorry about that. Come on, the stupid pop screen never wants to do what I want it to do. Okay. Oh, my hair isn't just as nicely curled as it was before. Sad. Okay. All right, and also I want a dark background, so I'll actually bring this up here so it's not so reflective in my glasses. And what else? Can I make this darker? Yes, I can. But then I can't have this. I wonder if I can have the paper page setup, if I can have this in dark instead of in white. Rear feed borderless. What does that mean? Input values. No. It'd be kind of cool if I could have this like note paper in black. That way it like doesn't reflect off of my glasses like you can see right now. But okay. I hope you can hear me well. Last time I was recording this, it was recording a little bit funny. Not as loud as I would like it to be, because you should hear me really loud right now. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm this way, usually, maybe I need to project more, but usually I talk really loud and it picks up really loud as well. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's definitely louder. Okay, so I do have the correct settings, but it's still not as loud as it could be. Okay, let's rearrange my hair to be a little nicer. Okay, so I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is in After Effects. Well, it depends on what you need to mask out. For a less cop-out answer. If you need an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you need an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll see if I can somehow get this little bit on screen without it reflecting off of my glasses too much. I think that's okay. All right. Maybe a little higher. Okay. So, yeah, let's try the first take. Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked, no, that was already like a weird stutter. Okay, I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is in After Effects. Well, it depends on what you need to mask out. If you need an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. Okay. Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked, okay, let's try that again. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. I think that was good. I don't know if I was like projecting too much. I'll save that as a replay buffer and we can try that again, just in case I said that weird. And maybe I should include like, I like this video, blah blah. Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja. Why do I always say my name is Sonja? Okay, let's do that again. I'm Sonja. I'm Sonja. I don't need to say my name is. Am I an English learner? No, I'm not. Okay. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja and I'm a motion designer. No, and. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked. Okay, again. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja and I'm a motion designer who often gets asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. No ums in the intro. Okay, let's do that again. I'll swirl my hair so it's like slightly funnier, slightly nicer. Okay. When I do that, this one falls funny. Okay. Cool. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked, and wait, I have like a little click in my mouth. I'm gonna drink something. Less dry mouth, less weird pops. Okay. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects does. No, is. Okay, let's do that again. La la la. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that is less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one. But we've got it. I'll save those two. Okay. I saved quite a few cuts just then. Let's bring the mic back to where it was originally. I think that's good enough. I think I actually prefer the first one over the other ones. But I do say like and subscribe in the last one, so I don't know if I should keep that one because of that. bring the mic back to this position. Okay. Sorry for the weird noises. Okay. We're back in position. I'm gonna put the headphones on. And I think we're having a little bit of lag, so sorry about that. If you are experiencing the lag, I'm very sorry. And we're gonna go and find those exports. And it's these two. I did record another one, but... Oh no, it only saved one. No, it saved over it. Oh no, well, I hope it's got both of them. Let's watch it. I hope it's got both of them.
Need an answer, that's less of a cop-out. Watch this video to find out. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll see if I can somehow get this little... And welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And
Sorry, I didn't switch the screen. Okay, there we go. Now you can see what I see. We can watch this together.
Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked...
Already made a mistake.
The set matte effect and the alpha
I have a dead
track
pixel right
matte
here.
in
No.
After Effects is, well,
No, I have a dead
depends on what you
pixel.
want to
Why is
mask
there a
out.
dead pixel?
If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. I think that was good. I don't know if I was like projecting too much. I'll save...
Hey, Mr. M,
Welcome back, class.
welcome.
My name is Sonja.
We're almost at the end of today's stream. I just recorded the intro. I'm gonna implement it into the edit and we're gonna finalize everything.
Why do I always say my name is Sonja? Okay, let's do that again. I'm Sonja. I'm Sonja. I don't need to say my name is. Am I an English learner? No, I'm not. Okay. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. No, and. I'm Sonja. Well asked. Yeah, and I'm... Again. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, and I'm a motion designer who often gets asked what the difference between the set...
Yeah, I think I made a mistake there again.
Cool. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked... Oh, wait.
Yep, and I made...
Less dry mouth, less weird pops.
And this is the last take, the one that I'm considering using.
Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects does. No, is.
Damn it! Another mistake. All right.
Let's do that again.
So many takes.
Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that is less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. I actually prefer the first take, I think. Let's have a look. There's one take I did before this that was pretty good, but I didn't say like and subscribe. Let's see.
Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked... No,
I made a mistake there.
Alpha track matte. Well, it depends on what you need to watch this video to find out. Okay. Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked... Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is.
Yeah, I have a very expressive face, but I think that's like, it's necessary not to look too stiff. So I try to kind of add more expression to my face to look less like a noob, which I am. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. I think this is way better, even though I don't say like and subscribe. I think this take is way better. I'll take the whole thing. I'll include the whole thing. I think they make some faces too. I can use this one. Nobody is that happy in real life. Yeah, probably not. I mean, technically this isn't real life, right? It's a tutorial. It's a show. Let me entertain you. All right, so we've got it. I think I'm just going to encode the whole thing so I have some options. I need to bring Handbrake back, and I'm gonna save it to my start because I'm sick of not finding it and having to search for it. And it's down here. I will bring it to this place. There we go. La la la, Handbrake, la la la, Handbrake. Let's put it in here. Oops, too large. Oh, sorry. I've got a lot of hiccups today. Okay, seconds. No, it's like the whole thing. Let's encode the whole thing. So, animation, video, and we are on... Yeah, I don't know. I need to copy... What did I do here? I need to copy the name of the project so I can save it with an appropriate name. And you know what I need to do? Before I forget, I don't know if I can make these changes while I'm streaming, but I just realized that every replay that I saves over the previous replay. That's so not useful. I want the replays to like stack up. I don't want them to overwrite. So I wonder if I can do that. Press priority, hotkeys, video. Where is the replay buffer? No, I can't. Wait, there is a different place where I like choose the name of the replay buffer. There's somewhere where I can choose the name of the replay buffer. That's why it says replay, and it doesn't have the same name of the stream. The stream file, that is, the recorded file. But I don't know where this is. Maybe it's here and I can't make those changes right now. I don't know. Oh no, it's here. Overwrite if file exists. No, I don't want you to overwrite. Replay buffer file name prefix. Like, I only have the option to give it a suffix, but if I create multiple replays, then it just overwrites it. That's so annoying. Maybe, oh, I know. I can give it like a time formatting thing. I don't know how to get this, like, see this naming thing that I have here? I can add like, the year, the month, the day, and I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, I just need to hold over it. And I can do hour and minute, and I'm gonna use that as a prefix. I wonder if I can do that here as well. So, hour, minute. Okay, I'm gonna try and add that here. Hour, percentage, minute, underscore. And maybe that'll work. And maybe I can make a new replay buffer. I'll test that in a minute once I've encoded this and I don't need the MVK file. I don't know if I can make... I can make the changes while I'm streaming. Excellent. So, Let's use our MKV to MP4 preset that I already have. And I will browse. I've already saved it. So now I just need to press encode and we are good to go. And then it's gonna take a few minutes to encode. Usually it takes, yes, right now it's saying 4 minutes remaining, but the time is still rising. 5 minutes remaining. Yeah, so it's about 5 minutes. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to finish. And then we can finish up all of this. So we've done the text, we've done the subtitles, we've done the transcript. I mean, right now I can probably just encode this. So I don't know if you knew this, but Premiere Pro also has labels, and you can select a label group, which is just off screen for you. I want to see if I can bring it into screen, into view. So if I'm high up, maybe you can see it. Yeah, you can just about see it. Select label group and it will select all of the ones that are open with that label color. And I can hit Control M to encode all of those that it has selected. I have a preset for the ones with the captions, so the captions get burned into the video. Otherwise, it doesn't include the captions in the video. If you don't choose that in the captions option, you need to export options, burn captions into video. Otherwise, it doesn't. And then I have to queue. If you have more than one thing selected in Premiere Pro, you have to queue it and it opens a media encoder to export it. Otherwise, if it's a singular video like the tutorial, I tend to export it directly out of Premiere Pro because it creates like some weird pixelation with the lower third if I don't do that. Super annoying, but there you go. I'm going to change this label color to a different color, to teal, because it's not like I've already exported this. I don't need to export it alongside that. And I can also export the short. And why has it got the black? It's black shouldn't be part of it. Hello? Out. Shouldn't have a black frame at the end. I don't know why it does. That's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. And this I always export at high. And I will queue it though. So we've got media encoder here now. And it added all of the things that I want, and I'll find the folder I want to save it to. It's the Alpha Matte folder. It's got all the naming. It's also got the presets that I'm using. If you don't know how to do that, you can go to Media Encoder, Edit, Preferences, and you can tick Append Preset Name to File Name. I like doing that so I know what I've chosen here. It's the H.264 medium quality with captions, or H.264 high quality. So I like to include that in the file name. And I wonder if you can set up like a prefix as well. That would be cool. Can I have prefixes here? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Media. No, because like as recently that you can add a prefix in when you're exporting out of the render queue in After Effects, you can automatically assign it the date essentially. But I don't think you can add that here unless you can add it to your preset. I've never tried doing that, so let's see if you can add prefixes. I'm pretty sure you can't, but use proxies, use previews, render, blah, blah, image overlay, name overlay. See, you can add prefixes and suffixes to this, but that means it's overlaid over the video. I obviously don't want that. Publish, you're only directly publishing onto various platforms. But yeah, there's no way of adding a prefix, which I wonder why. It's so useful. I don't know. Okay, you can't. So I let that render while Handbrake encodes. That might slow down the encoding. Shouldn't too much because my computer is pretty strong. It can handle it. So the 9:16 thumbnail, I can export that already as well. I could have sent that in at the same time, but it's okay. I can queue that as well, and it will render it once all of the other ones are finished. I just need to make sure to choose the right folder, and it's in the queue right now. And yeah, now we just need to wait for the tutorial to finish. And I probably will need... I'm not sure what's going on here, but... So this is where this should start. If you want to move to... Okay, there is already a pause before I start talking. If you want to manage... Yeah, so that's great. So I don't need to create a hold frame for that little bit. What I probably do need to do is adjust this because it ends here, and cool. Yeah. So everything's ready. We're just waiting for sorry, itchy eye. Just waiting for the encode or encoding. I don't know. Waiting for that to finish. So let's impatiently wait for this green bar to finish. Finish! Am I looking in the right direction? Yes, finish! We can use that as a thumbnail for this stream. Actually, I usually make my face larger. I should make this smaller. I'll put it like here so that I can have a larger face, and then I can use this as a thumbnail. Finish! Something like that. Now we can use that as a thumbnail. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Few more seconds. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I don't know. It stopped. So 3 seconds are a lie then, huh? Proceed. It should be finished now. And the intro, wait, it will have encoded it in the place I told it to encode. So let's bring it in. I am in a random place. Video intro. This guy. Open. 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 Sesame. I like this face. Oh, this one. Why am I licking my face so much? There's a lot of great faces there. Okay, I think this is it.
Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked, no, that was already like a weird stutter. Okay, I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is in After Effects. Well, it depends on what you need to mask out. If you need an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. Okay.
Welcome back, class. My name is Sonja, and I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked... again, a stutter.
Okay, let's try that again. Welcome back, class.
No, wait.
Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out.
Yep, that's pretty much it. And I could theoretically also use the subscribe, like just cut it in later on. So let's drag this across so that I can fit this in here. And for some reason, I'm like not very loud.
Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask.
Okay, and I also actually have a... I need a duplicate of this. Okay, here I need a hold frame. Insert frame hold segment. Add hold frame. No, that's it. So that I can just make this endlessly long until the transition. Oh no, until this. Okay, let's see. Welcome back. How long is that pause? Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. Okay, I can make this slightly less loud. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. Oh, okay. No, wait. I think there's a reason I moved that. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. Or is there? Maybe there wasn't a reason. Let's move it. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this the lower third because otherwise I can't play it back. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. You know what? I'm gonna try and cut in the like and subscribe at the end of it. At the end of this. That's a weird face. Okay, I think I made that on purpose. That one. But we've got it. Matte effect
and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Okay, let's do it again. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte is.
Mask out. If you want an answer that is less of a cop-out,
Watch this video to find out.
If you like... Okay. Need to zoom in. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay. Let's see if that jump cut looks too weird. Watch this video to find out. If you like this video... Ah, damn it. The light changes right in that moment. That's so annoying. I really don't want to do, like... to find out. Watch this video to find out. If you like this video... and yeah, obviously I need to bring that sound up to match the other sound. Watch this video to find out. If you like this video... And let's crop this really close. Let's crop this frame close. Video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And we can separate this so the audio is cut out, but the video is a little, oops, a little longer. This video to find out. If you like this video, that's maybe too short. Let's give this a frame. Find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You know what? I'm going to step, it's like a staircase edit or something like that. I'm going to overlap this. If you like it, out. Oh. Out. If you like this, if you like, find out. If you like, no, I don't know. Watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to... If you like this video, watch this video to find out. If you like this video... that's weird, right? I don't know if that works. I don't usually do that, so it's a little odd for me. Put this back here. On what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, I think that's okay. So now let's bring all of this other stuff back. Subscribe. Like and subscribe. I can't accurately see this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I can push this a little more so my smile isn't cut off, because that always looks a little bit odd. If you want to mask out. Okay, let's... yeah, the reason why I put that down here and hid it is because I can then watch this back without, like, weird
Welcome
skipping.
back, class. I'm Sonja, I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to mask out... this cut is weird. I don't know why I find it so weird, but I find it weird. And I don't like it. What I'll do is I'll push this back and I'll just bring back a little bit of a pause from here. If you like
depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, but that means I will have to push this back a little bit. Come on, unhighlight. So let's push these back just a little bit so I can have a little bit more smile before the transition takes me away. Okay, and out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, that's too much. That's too much smile. That is too much smile. Yeah, that's enough smile. Okay, and I'll have that here.
If you want to mask.
Yep, excellent. Save. Oops, save. Let's watch that again. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha track matte in After Effects is. Well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect. Cool. So we've got it. We've got the timing here. Now, hello. Sir, are you there? Sir, are you there? Oh, it was... Okay. Out! This is the out. I think I don't need this one. And now, the last thing we're gonna do is... transcribe this so we can have some subtitles here. Whee! Sorry, a lot of hiccups again. Transcribing audio. Transcribing sequence, not audio. Rendering audio. Almost there. Why am I so quiet these days? Usually my audio goes like way higher up. Oh no, is it the sound again? Sometimes the sound starts to that's my printer trying to turn itself off. Good boy. Turn yourself off for me. Sometimes what happens, these levels go down to 50. Why the hell is this at 50? Why? Windows, stop doing this. Now I'm at a regular volume. I was wondering why I'm so quiet and all of these recordings are so quiet. God damn it. Now we're at a regular volume. Ah, I know. I was like, what? Why am I'm like so close to the mic. Why is it so quiet? God damn it. Ah. And this like thing with Windows, it just happens on its own. Like I don't change that setting. It just happens and I have to frequently just check if it's done it or not. I'm like, why? Stop it. Stop doing that. Stop changing the microphone volumes in the Windows sound settings that I never touch. So annoying. God. Okay, let's stop spelling me with a Y or an I. It's Sonja with a J. Can you not for once remember? I know it can't because it's an AI, but still. Edit speaker. It me Sonja with a J. Not that it matters who the speaker is, but yeah. Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer. And I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha... Stop. Matte effect and the alpha track
matte in after. Why would you not? This is an Adobe software, this transcribing thing, and it's able to capitalize Premiere Pro, but it's not able to capitalize After Effects. It's part of the same family. Well, depends on what you want to maska out. Maska out. That's a sentence.
Welcome back, class. I'm Sonja. I'm a motion designer, and I often get asked what the difference between the set matte effect and the alpha.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off the subtitle, otherwise it's having trouble.
Is, well, it depends on what you want to mask out. If you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video.
Less of a cop-out. How do you spell cop-out? Is it... let me... Cop-out. Is it one word? Cop-out? Cop-out? Cop-out. Less of a... Is that not a word? Have I made up a word? Okay, it's with a dash. Copping out. How to use cop-out in a sentence. To avoid something. Okay, but it's apparently... Don't cop out of this... Okay, I mean... I guess I can write it with a dash? Yes, the captions are for YouTube, so I can save the subtitle file. You can save it as an SRT file. It gives it like timings, and then people can turn on the closed captions. So that's really useful for YouTube, and that's what I'm doing it for. But first, before I create the captions, I make all of the changes in the transcript so that I can save the transcript as a text file as well. And then that text file, I can use it for the description of the YouTube video and so on and so forth. So it's super handy. And I really hate that it's 8:30 and it's already getting dark. Summer is almost over. I'm so sad. Okay, if you want an answer that's less of a cop-out, watch this video. It's one sentence. How do you not understand that this is one sentence? This AI is not great. Watch this video to find out. And that's a full stop. It didn't capitalize it. Okay. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to mask out Allah. Yeah, we've had this in the other one. I made these changes already. It's so annoying, but okay, let's go.
Watch this video to find out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to mask out a layer, there are
a layer, not Allah. Allah has nothing to do with this. You have to mask out a layer. I wish the AI could understand, like context, not just the words that you're speaking, but using context clues to understand what should be in this sentence. Allah is obviously not in this sentence. It's a text about video. Anyway, I guess maybe I want too much from AI.
A layer. There are two ways of doing that. You can use...
And that's the end of the sentence. You can use
the set matte.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to correct matte a few times. So I think before listening to this whole thing, I'm just gonna go through and correct matte everywhere is used the wrong writing, the wrong spelling of matte. So I don't have to stop later on. Okay, here, and then apply that matte to all the layers. Masked out. Right now. Why does it always like put this one word in the next paragraph? Makes absolutely no sense. And then there is matte again. Matte. Copy. And means mask layer. I want to... Here it uses the correct matte. That's so strange. Track matte. No, there's one too many spaces. Oh no, it figured it out. Choose alpha, and now he is inside of the mask. Okay. Masked out. Any other place where I need to replace matte? No. Okay. Let's continue. I think we were at the beginning of this.
If you want to mask out a layer, there are two ways of doing that. You can use the set matte effect that you can apply to multiple layers. I have it on this employee layer right now. It's right here. You can go to effects and presets. You can search for set matte, and you can double click that with the layer highlighted, and it will then apply that effect to the layer. You can then go to
take matte from layer from layer
and choose whichever layer you want to be the mask, the matte essentially.
Ah, no, Mr. Matte. Essentially, for that layer. And this is the full stop. You can also then copy this with Control CTRL and CTRL. V, no, I'll use the plus signs. And, this is technically a new sentence, so you can have this as a new sentence. Okay, here we go.
Control
Let's go.
C, Control V, highlight multiple layers, and apply that matte to all of those layers, and they will all use the same mask to be masked out. Right now, this is my mask.
Oh, right now is not... It's supposed to be part of the next sentence. Okay. Out. Nope. Nope. No. This. Right now, this is my mask.
This is my mask for this scene, and all of these blue layers and all of these purple layers here, they are all using this mask layer as a matte. There is a second method that you can use instead of using the matte effect, because sometimes with the matte effect you always have to have continuously rasterize turned on. That can either be too heavy for you.
For your machine.
Or it can cause problems with certain types of layers, so sometimes it's just not possible to use the set matte effect, or maybe you just don't want to use the effect. You can use the track matte here, and that means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then...
Outside of the matte. Oh, no, outside of the matte. And that's, I can intercepted or intersected? Interwoven sentence. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go back a little bit.
That means that the mask layer, or the layer that you want to create the matte, so this guy was previously outside of the matte, and then when I choose alpha matte, now he's inside of the matte. And
outside of the... Did I say matte or mask?
Outside of the matte, and then when I choose alpha matte, now he's inside of the matte, and you have this little...
I say matte, not mask. I mean, I meant to say mask, but it's okay. It's better to use the same word.
And you have this little square with the dot symbol. The one that is transparent symbolizes which one is being masked out. The one with the full dot symbolizes which one your matte is, or your...
Missed another matte.
Matte is, or your mask is. When you turn the layer of the mask on, you can see the mask. When the eye icon is off, it's being the mask. To use this method, however, you have to have a mask.
You have to have the per layer
that you want to mask out. So for a scene like this, with a lot of these layers here, a lot of little dudes that I want to mask out, the set matte effect is more efficient because it's only using one layer.
Okay.
as a matte, and
I can apply it to multiple different layers and compositions. However, sometimes, especially if you want to animate the mask for it to do something specific for that one layer, then you might want to use the track matte.
Matte
With the alpha matte instead of the set matte effect, because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with the track
animate, you cannot animate it. And okay,
because the effect, as far as I know, you cannot animate it, and with the track matte method, you can animate the mask if that's something you would want to do separately. You know, you can animate the mask separately. It's because it's its own layer, so it has pros and cons.
because it's its own layer, so it has pros and cons. Okay, cool. So that's good. Now I'm going to save that text file to the location of our other text, and I'll just change short for tutorial. You cannot is one word actually, but yeah, you can just overwrite that file. Save, yes, tutorial. And now I'm going to create the subtitles, so create captions. And now it doesn't matter the maximum length of characters. That matters for the post in the story. In this case, it doesn't matter. I will choose post, even though I don't think it really matters. And I will save this as a SRT file, which is a subtitle file. Tutorial subs. And then I will turn this off because I don't actually need the subtitles in the video. I just want to export them. I turn on all of my graphics. Make sure that they are all turned on. Yep, there we go. And we can make this smaller. Delete track. Then we can move this down and have a little bit more space here. I can make this a little larger maybe. I don't know. This can be larger. Cool. Save. Save. And now we can export this. I'm gonna double check that this is right at the end of this, and save again. And now I can export it. I have to direct export it, otherwise it's like creating this like weird glitch with the lower third. So maybe I'll export it in a moment, because there's one more thing I want to do, and that is add the face the face to this, and I need to use, yep, this one. And I'm gonna go to the intros, alpha matte. Oh, nope, holding the wrong. And now let's find a good face. I don't know which one I want to use per se. Why does it start with black? It's so strange. It's a funny face. There's one where I'm like doing this. That could be fun. Could be fun. That's fun. I don't know if it's like blurry. I think my hand might be blurry in that moment.
This one's fun. I like this one. I'm gonna put a marker here. Let's continue going. I have a few funny faces that I'm doing throughout. I like this one, but my face is, I think, right in motion. This one would be fun too. Thank you. I'm not actually sure if it is a great title, but it's an option for sure. We could go with this one. I'll make it larger for you so you can see. So this is one option. But it's like, I look scared or something. But let's keep going. This horse face is quite fun too. But I prefer looking in the camera for these faces, so... That's a good one. Could try this one. Nope, that's not on point for some reason. So that's... So that's that one. No, I look in pain. I'll need to... Can you hear the audio while I'm scrubbing? Because I can't hear the audio. I don't know if I'm supposed to hear the audio. I like this one too. Let's see if this is a good face. I think I need to zoom in a little bit to get the right... God damn it, I can't get there. Where is the center bit? Ah, damn it. I wanted to be here. I cannot get it right in the correct place. No. There we go. No, still not. Oh, okay, we're here, so we should be here. Okay, so that's that face, the unsure face. I can give us some options. Let me give us some options. Let's pull this all the way up, and I'll just have all of the options stacked up, and then I can just turn them on and off to find out which one's better. Who did it best? Something like that. This one, I don't know if we have another one here. Wait,
get rid of this one. And is there another marker here, perhaps? Perhaps. Yes, there is. Oops. Control K. You like Who's the Alpha? Do you think that's a good title? I mean, it's more like the thumbnail catchphrase, right? The title itself will probably be something like, I don't know, something a little bit more specific, but still like catchy enough. I like this face. Okay, look at this face. I think that's a really good face. The next option would be... Where are we? Next option would be this face. It's more like ridiculing. I don't know if that's the right look. That's more like, I'm not sure. I did something wrong. That's like, are you sure about that? So far, this is my favorite. Because I'm looking at the thing as well, so I think this is my favorite so far. We can add one more to the game. This one, right? This one I think is the best, right? Is this the first one that you're referring to? We can try the glass holding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this one the best. It's like the funniest. I am making a few more faces right at the end. The one when I'm drinking. There's also this one. But this one's more like, wasn't me, didn't say anything. I don't know, this is probably also not it. I think the glasses one is gonna be the winner. Or this one. We've also got Who's the Alpha? Let's see about this one. Let's pull this one to the front. So we've got this one versus this one. I think this one is like less forced because it was literally just a moment in time where I fixed my glasses. It wasn't even intended to be the thumbnail face. I think I like this one the most. The glasses one is the winner, I think. So, yeah, I think this is the winner. This is the thumbnail. Let's export this, or let's send it to Q so that I can then also export the tutorial itself in Premiere Pro so they can export at the same time. Tutorial. Export. Alright. And the thumbnail is going in its thumbnail slot. Save. And let's encode both at the same time. Alright. The PNG is done. And that gives us all of these assets. We've got the post, we've got the YouTube short, we've got the Instagram story export, we've got the IGTV cover image, we've got the tutorial, which is still encoding, we've got the tutorial thumbnail, we've got the short subs, we've got the short text, we've got the tutorial subs, we've got the tutorial
text. And that is all we need, folks. Oh, I just hit the mic. Sorry about that. I look a bit like the Grinch in the last one. That's probably not a good thing. Yeah, oh yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, that's true. I don't want to look like the Grinch. I think the natural, the moment in time with the glasses is probably the best one. All right. Nice. Yeah. Almost finished with the encoding. And that's pretty much it. I know I'm really fuzzy right now because it got super dark, but we have been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes now. So I think it is time to say goodnight. Thank you, Mr. M, for joining right at the end. You saw quite a few little bits and bobs that I was still doing in that time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Everyone else who was watching, I hope you enjoyed the entire video watching me work on a editing project. And what else is there to say? Well, if you'd like to actually watch these tutorials that I edit on the stream, you can find them on my YouTube channel. I release a new tutorial every week, so make sure to subscribe to be notified every time I post a video, because you're gonna miss it, and then you're gonna be sad. Thank you to my patrons for making this possible. If you'd like to support me on Patreon and join the class and get all of the cool goodies like project files, motion graphics templates, expressions, and just the gratitude from me to support me in creating all of this free educational content, you can come join the class on Patreon. Patreon.com/SonjaMGFX. If you'd like to support me but don't want to enter in a membership, you can go to Ko-fi.com/SonjaMGFX or buymeacoffee.com/SonjaMGFX and buy me a tea because I don't drink coffee. Oh my god, maybe I do. I'm talking really fast. Who knows? I think I had like 3 teas today. That must be the equivalent of a coffee or something like that. I'm super hyped. It's probably the only reason I made it for 2 hours and 40 minutes, because I'm like, so much energy. Okay, we are fully encoded, 99%. Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. I hope to see you next time. We will be streaming next Tuesday, Animation Collab, unless something unexpected happens, and next Thursday, work watching, and then I'm away for 2 weeks. So the stream will go on break for 2 weeks and will commence again in September. So if you're confused why there are no streams in the 3rd and 4th week of August, that is why. I will remind you on the socials about that if you did forget or if you didn't watch this live stream. Until then, have a good night. Bye.